Hey everyone, so today we are really pulling back the curtain on generative AI. We're going to move way beyond just, typing in a simple phrase and kind of hoping for the best. We're going to learn how to become a prompt architect, someone who can command AI with total precision and create exactly what's in their head. Okay, let's dive right in.
Really think about that for a second. What if you could control every single detail? The character, the setting, the mood, the lighting, even the camera movement, just like you're a film director on a movie set. Instead of getting these unpredictable, sometimes just plain weird results, you could have complete creative control. That's the power we're going to unlock today.
So, our first step is really a shift in mindset. We're moving away from treating AI like some kind of magic box and starting to treat it like what it is, a powerful, professional tool. This is the journey from getting lucky, accidental results to creating masterful ones completely on purpose. Look, the secret to getting incredible AI-generated content isn't in the AI's magic. It's all about the quality of the instructions we give it. You are the architect, and your prompt is the blueprint. And a vague blueprint, well, that gets you a wobbly shack. But a detailed one gets you a skyscraper. And we are here to build skyscrapers.
Now, to direct our AI effectively, we need to understand a little bit about how it thinks. And don't worry, you don't need a PhD in computer science, just the basics of how these models learn. It's kind of like a director needing to understand their actors' motivations to get the best performance.
You hear these terms thrown around all the time, right? So let's just clear them up really quick. Artificial intelligence, or AI, that's the big, broad field of creating tools that can do stuff that normally requires human intelligence. Machine learning, or ML, is the main process we use to make that AI smart. So if AI is the car, machine learning is the engine that was trained on all the rules of the road.
And this is where it really seems like magic happens. After an AI is trained on, let's say, thousands of pictures of horses and zebras, it starts to learn the key features, right? Like stripes. So when you show it a new picture it's never ever seen before, it makes an educated guess. Hey, that has stripes, so it must be a zebra. That whole process is called inference, and it's exactly what we're guiding with our prompts.
So how does that training actually work? Well, it's not just one single method. A good way to think about it is like teaching a person a new skill. You could give them flashcards, or you could drop them into a new environment and tell them to just figure it out, or you could reward them every time they do something right. AI learns in pretty similar ways.
The first way is supervised learning, which is basically like digital flashcards. We feed it data that's already labeled. This is a horse, this is a zebra. Then you've got unsupervised learning, where it finds patterns all on its own, like grouping all the stripy animals together without even knowing the word zebra. And finally, there's reinforcement learning, which is a lot like training a pet. It gets a reward for good results and learns through trial and error. The main takeaway for us is that no matter how it was trained, the AI is always just trying to match a pattern. Our job as prompt architects is to give it the clearest pattern possible to match.
Okay, now that we've got the basics of how the machine learns, it's time to get our hands on the architect's blueprint. This is the core formula we can use to structure our prompts for maximum control and, honestly, maximum creativity.
Just look at this structure. It's modular. Each one of these parts has a very specific job. We start with our subject, we give it an action, we place it in a world, then we light the scene to create a mood, direct the camera for a cinematic feel, and then, and this is so crucial, we tell it what to avoid. This is our toolkit. So let's break down one of those modules, environment. Just look at the examples here. The difference is all in the details. You don't just say city, you say vast cyberpunk metropolis, neon-lit rainy streets. You're not just asking for a forest, you are demanding a dense, bioluminescent forest with overgrown ancient ruins. You see how those keywords paint such a vivid picture? That's what we're aiming for every time.
Okay, now let's look at the lighting module. This is where we control the entire mood of the scene. You can see how something like soft bokeh creates an intimate, maybe even sad feeling, while God rays feels totally epic. And if you want that awesome cyberpunk look, you'd use terms like volumetric fog and neon rim lighting, which is exactly what we're about to do.
All right, theory's over. Time to put our blueprint into practice. We are going to build a detailed, dynamic prompt for a video scene, piece by piece, starting right now. Let's do this.
First up, the character module. We're not just saying snake person. No way. We're specifying exactly how we want it to look. Anthropomorphic, seamless blending, intricate iridescent scale-to-skin transitions. These phrases tell the AI that we want a high-quality, believable integration, not something that looks like a cheap mask.
Next, we add our environment,
we're placing our character right into that world we saw in the toolkit. Vast cyberpunk metropolis, neon-lit rainy streets. That little detail about reflective puddles, that is a great pro tip. It gives the AI something really specific to render that adds a huge amount of realism and atmosphere to the scene.
Now let's light it. We're specifying a low-angle shot, which instantly makes our character feel powerful, dominant. Then we add backlit silhouette to create that mystery and drama, outlining their form against the city's neon glow. These aren't just technical terms. They are creative choices that define the character. And finally, the camera. We're not creating a static portrait here. This is a scene in motion. The command dynamic panning shot matching walking pace tells the AI to create a video clip where the camera actually moves alongside our character, making the whole scene feel alive, cinematic.
So we built an incredible positive prompt. We've told the AI everything we want, but the final step to a truly professional result is telling it everything we don't want. This is where we clean up all the potential mistakes before they even happen.
This is a negative prompt. It is your quality control. Think of it as the ultimate tool for refining your output, for steering the AI away from common glitches, unwanted art styles, or that creepy, uncanny valley effect we all hate.
So let's see this in action, because the difference between getting something that's close to what you want and something that is perfect often comes down to this one crucial step. It is all about precision.
So, for example, if our positive prompt asks for highly detailed skin pores, our negative prompt will explicitly forbid plastic skin airbrushed. If we want sharp anatomical proportions, we tell it no to mutated fingers, extra limbs. These commands act as guardrails, basically preventing the AI from veering off into those common, super frustrating errors.
So let's bring it all home. By using our modular blueprint, we've gone from just a vague idea to a highly specific, actionable directive. We've literally become the director of our own digital scene.
And here it is, our final prompt, with every single component of our blueprint in place. You can see how each module we built, the character, the environment, the lighting, and the camera, all come together to create this one cohesive scene. And just as importantly, that negative module is working behind the scenes, preventing glitches like monstrous mutations or a fake CGI look. This is the blueprint in action.
So here's the most important point. Structure doesn't limit your creativity, it unleashes it. By learning how to build a prompt with architectural precision, you're not telling the AI to think for you. You are giving your own creative vision a clearer, louder, and more powerful voice than ever before. So now you have the blueprint. The only question is, what will you create first?